Hello, welcome back to Happy Apple Core Homestead. Today we're going to talk about seed storage and organization. In front of me here today I have a plastic container, and inside there are multiple individual plastic containers. I think that these were originally designed for photographs, like a 4x6, but they work great for your seed packets, and several of them will fit into one. And there you go. What I like to do, and I have multiple of these units, but I thought I would show you, I needed another one, so I thought I would show you from beginning to end what it looks like. I have a label maker here, and this happens to be a loofah gourd, and I'm just going to type that in, print it off. You could use a Sharpie or, right on the, actually I haven't tried to put a Sharpie on here, so maybe I'm wrong, but for sure you could use masking tape and a Sharpie. And one of the things that I love about these individual containers is, since I like to keep mine alphabetized, as I get new seeds, I'm like, ooh, squirrel, I want to buy that. Like all the shiny things. I mean, when you get your seed catalog in the spring, or like in the late winter, it's late winter right now, and we get all of our seed catalogs, and we put $400 worth of seeds into our shopping cart, and we don't have the space or the time to grow them all. Anyway, this will keep them all stored. Anyway, so I put the label right there in the middle. You can put it wherever you want, but it's great because I can see it. It's right on the top. And then as I go down, I'll be able to see everything I need. If you are a gardener like me, you know that different seeds have to be planted at different times during the year. You could organize this for what needs to be planted in February, March, April, so on and so forth. That might be pretty helpful. I just do them alphabetically because I have a garden program that I use that helps me determine what time of year to plant what. Like I said, I'm all about organization. Makes my life so much more streamlined. That's it, you guys. That it's super simple. I bought this online, and that's how I store them. Some people store their seeds in the refrigerator. I don't have space in my refrigerator for these big containers, and so I store them in a cool, dry place for my climate, which is like in the back of a closet that's butted up to an outside wall. For you and in your climate, that might be different. You want to consider, when you're storing your seeds, is it dry and is it cool? You want a pretty low humidity, and there is just a ton of information to be learned about seed storage, and I'm just not going to go into that today because I just wanted to focus on organization, and I just didn't want to delve deep into the scientific nature of seeds and whatnot. I may do that though later as we are planting our seeds. I'll go into some more detailed information there, and also late in the season when it's time to harvest our own seeds. When you're thinking about harvesting your own seeds, you want to get an open pollinated seed or an heirloom seed. They'll say so on the seed packet. This right here happens to be an open pollinated broccoli that I harvested in, okay, if you watch my videos, I harp on this. Always write down, always label. So these are broccoli seeds that I harvested November 13th of 2019. And I'm going to plant them this year. We'll see how they do. I am anticipating that they're going to do really very well. And I let the plant go to seed, and then I so because at this time of year, it was, so not in November, but when the broccoli went to seed, which I would say was probably in August or September, I let it dry on the plant. I let it go to seed, right? And then you see the little seed pods shoot out. I let those just dry completely out. And then when they were when the rain started to come in, then I cut them off and I pulled them into the house and I just hung them. I hung them up in I have a garden shed kind of storage that's, you know, free from rain, you know, it's not wet in there. And until I had time to open the pods. And I'll do a video. This is probably not going to be for many months, but I will do a video on how to harvest seed, because it's really important that we learn to do so. For those of you that tried to buy your seeds in the last week or two, you got a big screen on many websites that said, due to overwhelming interest, we can't keep up with you. There's a lot of new gardeners out there, and yay for you guys. I'm so excited that you have joined the crew and you are learning to plant and grow your own food, because it's a skill, it's a dying skill, really, and we need to know how to do it. Even if we can't, you know, we don't have the space to do it, or, you know, whatever the case may be, having the knowledge and then passing that knowledge on, I think, is really important. So we'll do a video on gleaning the seeds from the actual plant as opposed to just buying them from the store. And that's really all I wanted to cover with you today. Just a sneak peek on what we'll be doing in the future and how to organize your seeds in a way that's easy to find. One of the things I love about this is I used to store my seeds in a cloth basket, and sometimes I didn't put them in a plastic bag or whatever. I mean, it's just really not, it just wasn't user friendly for me. And sometimes I'd have like seeds, random seeds that I didn't know what they were. Some of these seeds, you guys, they look a lot alike. And that's wasteful, right? If they, you know, if I go out and I plant a couple of loofah seeds and I don't seal this back up tight and they fall down here in the bottom, I'm gonna know what they are. And so then it's not a wasted seed. I mean, I guess if you have a seed at the bottom of your cloth basket like I did, you could just germinate it and see what happens. But the problem is with that, if it's a radish or if it's a broccoli, I mean, they have to kind of be grown at different times. That might not be a good example, but couldn't off the top of my head think of two seeds that look quite a bit alike. You get my point. Anyway, that is quick and easy storage. You can use a shoebox if you want to. I found that the price of these are really increasing, like quick. And I don't know if that's because we are all storing our seeds the same way or what. I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. Well, that's it for seed organization. We'll dive deeper into germination, planting, seed storage, and seed saving later in the year. And I thank you for watching this video. If it's been helpful, please, you know, leave me a comment. Let me know how you save your seed. If you came across this and you're like, that's not the best way to do it, I want to know how you do it, okay? Because my goal is to be the best gardener that I can possibly be, and I can't do that without my crew, which is you. That sounded so cheesy. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, and then you'll be able to get notifications when I do a useful video. All right, bye.